Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 12 News at 6. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kari Lake. A major announcement from Senator Kyrsten Sinema. The independent senator announced today that she won't run for a second six-year term.
12 News journalist Bram Resnick explores why a politician who broke barriers is now headed for the exit. Bram?
Yeah, Mark, Senator Kyrsten Sinema was the first woman from Arizona elected to the U.S. Senate. She notched major bipartisan legislative victories for President Joe Biden. So why is she walking away after just one term? Here's how Senator Kyrsten Sinema summed up her political predicament.
I believe in my approach, but it's not what America wants right now.
Bottom line, her independent approach that worked in the Senate won't win votes back home.
Senator Sinema wants the story to be that there's some sort of a rejection of her bipartisan approach, but that's not really what's happening here.
Democratic strategist Tony Connie says voters' rejection of Sinema has more to do with her rejection of them, her puzzling votes, extravagant campaign spending, performative politics.
I think that people just decided they didn't trust her brand, they didn't trust her anymore, and they started to look for options elsewhere.
After her Democratic base of voters helped make Sinema the state's first elected female senator in 2018, she tried to fashion herself in the mold of the late Senator John McCain.
I think she ran an honest campaign. She told people she was going to be an Arizonan first, and she wasn't running as a Democrat.
But Republican consultant and former McCain aide Chuck Coughlin says Sinema was missing a key element of the McCain style, talking to the voters.
He'd literally stand there and take every question until everybody's question was answered. Negative, positive, and he would literally do that, which took a lot of guts.
Sinema's final break with Democratic voters came in late 2022, when she re-registered as an independent. Without that base, she had a slim path to victory in 2024. Sinema's takeaway?
The only political victories that matter these days are symbolic. Attacking your opponents on cable news or social media. Compromise is a dirty word.
Boy, there was a time, Bram, when she was just a rock star in the Democratic Party. So how does her departure shake up the U.S. Senate race?
Well, Mark, both Democrat Ruben Gallego and Republican Kari Lake, the likely GOP nominee, can now focus their attacks on each other. But this means more to Gallego. Democratic office holders who didn't want to offend Sinema can now endorse him. Big donors staying on the sidelines can now write checks. So Sinema signaling the end of her political career is really a new beginning for Gallego's campaign. Mark?
All right, Bram, thanks.